Welcome back, everyone. Let's dive into today's topic. Cooking is a universal language that transcends borders, right? Whether you're making sushi in Japan or pasta in Italy, the act of cooking brings people together.
Absolutely, Emma. Cooking together can create bonds without needing perfect language skills. In fact, a 2021 survey showed that 70% of people believe cooking with others improves social connections.
And it's not just about the food, it's about the shared experience. I recall a time in Spain where, despite my limited Spanish, I managed to cook a delightful paella with locals using simple gestures and smiles.
That's a great example. However, some argue that without a common language, misunderstandings can occur, perhaps even leading to culinary disasters. What do you think?
That's true, but those moments can also be learning opportunities. A friend once mistook sugar for salt, and we ended up with a rather sweet soup, but it was a hilarious memory.
Haha, sweet soup. That's a new one. Looking ahead, as technology advances, maybe translation apps will make multilingual cooking even easier, allowing us to learn new recipes in real time.
Yes, and as we embrace more digital tools, the essence of cooking, sharing, learning, and laughing will remain the same. Speaking of which, let's explore some key phrases that make kitchen communication smoother.
Great idea, Emma. These simple phrases can turn any cooking session into a delightful experience. So let's get into the nitty-gritty of kitchen lingo.
All right, David, let's break it down. In the kitchen, clarity is key. Using phrases like, "Can you pass me the?" or "Let's wash the vegetables" ensures everyone's on the same page.
Exactly. And notice how these phrases often start with verbs. Action words are the heartbeat of kitchen conversations. Cut, stir, and pass are among the most frequently used.
In fact, a 2022 language study found that 80% of kitchen instructions in English utilize imperative verbs. This makes it easier for non-native speakers to follow along.
But what if someone misunderstands an instruction, like they cut a vegetable the wrong way? How do we handle that?
Great question. It's all about patience and encouragement. I remember a time when a friend chopped carrots into cubes instead of slices, and it led to a creative soup instead of a salad.
Adaptive cooking at its finest. Looking forward as more people cook together virtually, mastering these simple phrases will be even more crucial.
Yes, and as we learn to cook with people from different cultural backgrounds, these phrases help us bridge the gap. It's like building a culinary bridge across cultures.
Exactly. So, let's try out a mini dialogue using these essential phrases in a practical context. Ready, Emma?
All right, Emma, let's imagine we're in a bustling kitchen. I'll start. Can you pass me the carrots over there?
Of course, David. Here they are. Should we wash them first?
Yes, definitely. Let's make sure they're clean. After that, could you cut them into thin slices?
Sure thing. But hey, be careful with the knife when you stir the soup. It's pretty sharp.
Thanks for the heads up. I'll keep that in mind. Let's stir the soup now. Ah, it smells so good already.
I love that aroma. It's amazing how a few ingredients can create such a delightful scent.
Cooking truly is magical. And see how easy it is to converse with those simple phrases?
Absolutely, David. With these dialogues, anyone can feel at ease in the kitchen no matter their English level.
David, speaking of cultural connections, I'll never forget cooking pasta with an Italian friend. She was so particular about the phrase al dente. It means the pasta should be firm to the bite.
Oh, yes, al dente is crucial in Italian cuisine. For me, it was when I was in India learning to make chapati. The family taught me simple phrases like roll it flat and cook now.
It's fascinating how these experiences teach us both language and culture. Cooking becomes a gateway to understanding different traditions.
Some might argue that language barriers can limit these experiences, but I believe they add a layer of fun and discovery.
I agree. A miscommunication might lead to unexpected dishes, but it often results in laughter and learning. Like when I accidentally added too much chili and we all ended up drinking a lot of water.
Haha, spicy adventures. Looking ahead, as more people travel and experience new cuisines, these kitchen stories will only become richer and more diverse.
Exactly. And as we continue to share these experiences, our understanding of each other deepens, making the world a smaller, friendlier place.
Well said, Emma. And speaking of sharing, let's wrap up with some final thoughts on today's topic.
Today, we explored how cooking is more than just preparing food. It's about connecting with others, sharing cultures, and building friendships. Even with basic English, these experiences are profound.
Indeed, Emma. We learned that phrases like pass, cut, and stir are essential in facilitating these interactions. They help break down language barriers in the kitchen.
And through our cultural stories, we see how cooking becomes a shared experience full of laughter and learning, even when things go awry.
Exactly. Some might say that without perfect language skills, these experiences can be challenging. But as we've discussed, that's part of the charm and growth.
Looking ahead, I hope more people embrace the joy of cooking together. Whether virtually or in person, these interactions enrich our lives.
And with the rise of technology, cooking with others around the globe is more accessible than ever. It's an exciting time to be in the kitchen, don't you think?
Absolutely, David. So, to our listeners, what's your favorite dish to cook with someone? Let us know in the comments.
All right, that's all for this episode. Thanks for listening, and we'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.